6-year-old girl. Dead scared. Raping the girl. These words should not belong together, let alone associate with each other. But sadly they do, and so do many others. Day after day after day, thousands of children all around the world are abused, raped, and killed by child rapists. Yet the topic remains so taboo that people shy away from it, simply hoping that it doesn't happen to their own children, thinking it only occurs in mostly underdeveloped countries, despite it happening in yours as well. Your very own home by your very own people. Patrick Kennedy. Crime. Violently raping his 8-year-old stepdaughter until the wall between her anus and vagina ripped, removing her ability to have children in the future, and putting her under critical surgery. Sentence. Life in prison after the U.S. Supreme Court removed his death sentence on the ground that the victim at least didn't die, so neither should he. Sam G. Ram and 7 others, of which 2 were cops. Crime. Gang raped Asifa Bano, an 8-year-old girl, repeatedly for days without feeding her up until the day they killed her by strangulation and blunt force trauma to the head by a heavy rock. Sentence. Ongoing trial, however, despite the violence, life in prison seemed to be the more likely outcome for them than the death sentence. Joshua Brown and Davis Carpenter. Crime. Tied Jesse Dirkhising, a 13-year-old boy, onto a bed and sodomized him using several objects as well as performing an enema using Joshua Brown's own urine, later dying from suffocation and positional asphyxia. Sentence. Davis Carpenter's situation is unknown, however Joshua Brown, like Kennedy, initially faced the death sentence until that was redacted, and now only has to face up to 40 years or life in prison. In a whole sea of these child rapists, these are only 10 of them, perpetrators of which the courts and laws have all shown leniency towards. Whilst their victims suffer, they get to live, breathe, eat, and sleep under a roof much like those of you viewing this video now. So to the families with children, to the brothers with sisters and sisters with brothers, I ask for you to join our petition to vote for every state in the U.S. to have their courts allow for the death sentence to be acted on for the utmost heinous crimes regarding violent child rape. Allowing for the deaths of these heinous perpetrators may seem unjust, but to the eyes of the family members who have not only lost their children, but had to also witness their cuts and bruises, this petition could prevent any more children being taken away again. Because if it's not yours, it's someone else's. Vote now so your children won't have to in the future.